They are whispered about in campfire tales and sensationalized in viral videos. They're called sun spiders, camel spiders, wind scorpions. Each name adds to a legend woven from fear and misunderstanding, painting a picture of a monstrous desert dweller. Stories claim they can run as fast as a horse, grow to the size of a dinner plate, and possess a venomous bite that can fell a camel. But the truth is, these creatures are shrouded in myth. They don't spin silk, they carry no venom, and despite their 8 legs, they aren't true spiders at all. They are something else entirely, a creature of astonishing design and brutal efficiency. What they do possess is a terrifying proficiency for the hunt. They move with blistering speed, capable of reaching up to 16 kilometers per hour in short, explosive bursts. They don't chase down prey over long distances. They are ambush predators and sprinters, closing gaps with shocking quickness. And at the forefront of this attack are their jaws. These are not fangs but chelicerae, the largest of any arachnid relative to their body size. They are powerful, 2-part pincers that don't inject toxins, but instead chop, crush and tear with mechanical force. They can slice through the hardened exoskeleton of a beetle or scorpion like paper, dismembering their victims in a frenzy of motion. So if they are not spiders and not scorpions, what is this ghost of the dunes? Tonight, we journey into its world to meet the desert's most misunderstood hunter, the solifuge. The name itself, solifugi, is Latin for those who flee from the sun, a fitting title for the many species that are primarily nocturnal. While some are active in the day, earning the name sun spider, the majority emerge under the cloak of darkness. It is then that the seemingly barren desert transforms into their personal hunting ground, teeming with opportunity. As voracious, opportunistic predators, they are a vital, if unseen, force in this arid ecosystem, helping to control populations of insects, scorpions, and even small lizards. To understand the solifuge is to marvel at its unique anatomy. Despite the common names, sun spiders are neither spiders nor scorpions. They're solifuges, a separate and ancient branch of arachnids that has been stalking the earth since before the dinosaurs. While they possess the standard 8 legs for locomotion, their front pair has evolved into long, thin sensory organs. They constantly tap the ground, tasting the air, and building a tactile map of their immediate surroundings. But their most distinctive features are the pedipalps. These long, powerful appendages, often mistaken for a 5th pair of legs, are the solifuge's primary tools. They are used to locate, grasp, and manipulate prey. At their tips are specialized adhesive organs, allowing them to cling to surfaces and subdue struggling victims with surprising strength. This formidable body is powered by one of the most efficient respiratory systems in the animal kingdom. A complex network of tubes called tracheae delivers oxygen directly to their muscles, far more efficiently than a blood-based system. This high-octane fuel delivery is what powers their incredible metabolism and allows for the explosive bursts of speed that make them such effective, ground-level hunters. They are not monsters of myth, but masterpieces of evolutionary design, perfectly and brutally adapted for a life of relentless pursuit on the desert floor. To understand the solifuge is to understand a creature sculpted by the demands of the desert. Every anatomical feature is a testament to a life lived on the edge, a life dictated by speed, touch, and predation. Its body is a high-performance chassis, built for explosive, decisive action. The most prominent features are its sensory appendages. The long, leg-like pedipalps are its primary interface with the world. They are far more than simple probes. They are sophisticated sensory arrays. Covered in specialized hairs, they detect the faintest air currents and vibrations. At their tips are adhesive organs, allowing the solifuge to not only touch, but also to grasp, manipulate prey, and climb surprisingly steep surfaces. But the sensory input doesn't stop there. Look closer at the 4th pair of legs. Tucked underneath are the malleoli, small fan-shaped organs that press against the ground with every step. These are not for propulsion but for perception. They are essentially the solifuge's nose and tongue, pressed to the earth. Each malleolus is packed with chemoreceptors, allowing it to taste the very sand it walks on. It can detect the subtle chemical trails left by prey or the pheromones of a potential mate. In the vast darkness of the desert night, this ability to read the chemical history of the ground is a profound advantage, turning the barren landscape into a rich tapestry of information. And then there are the jaws. The chelicerae of a solifuge are one of the most formidable weapons in the invertebrate world. Proportionally, they are the largest and most powerful jaws of any arachnid. Unlike a spider's fangs, these are two independent, vertically hinged pincers, each armed with a fearsome set of teeth. Driven by massive internal muscles, they can shear, crush, and dismember with shocking force. But they are not just for killing. These are true multi-tools, essential for the solifuge's life. They are used as powerful shovels to excavate the deep, cool burrows where they escape the daytime heat. They are also used for defense, and in some species, can be rubbed together to create an intimidating hissing sound called stridulation. This entire biological toolkit is powered by an equally impressive internal engine. To fuel its high-speed attacks, the solifuge relies on a highly efficient respiratory system. A complex network of tubes, called trachea, runs throughout its body, delivering oxygen directly to its muscle tissues. This allows for the rapid metabolic bursts needed for its predatory lunges, turning the creature from a patient searcher into a blur of motion in an instant. They are quintessential ambush predators and tireless nocturnal foragers. They live by feel, constantly processing a stream of tactile and chemical data, their entire nervous system primed to erupt into lethal motion at the slightest cue. The hunt is a symphony of specialized functions. As it moves through the darkness, its pedipalps and first pair of legs sweep the area ahead. The malleoli taste the ground for recent activity. When a vibration is felt or a chemical trail is crossed, the solifuge locks on. The approach is startlingly fast. Once in range, the pedipalps shoot out, their adhesive pads latching onto the victim, be it a termite, a beetle, or even a small lizard. This initial contact is crucial, holding the prey immobile for what comes next. The chelicerae are brought to bear, and the end is swift. They don't just bite, they saw and pulverize, reducing the prey's exoskeleton to fragments while flooding the wounds with digestive enzymes. The solifuge then drinks the liquefied remains. Yes, they're quick, lightning quick at their scale, but not bike fast and certainly not car fast. Their true secret is explosive acceleration and agility on sand, using long legs and a low center of gravity to pivot and surge. Their powerful chelicerae are like shears, slicing plates of chitin, exposing muscle, then bathing the meal in digestive enzymes. It's messy, efficient, and over in seconds. In the world of solifuges, courtship is a high-stakes negotiation where a misplaced touch can turn romance into a meal. Much of the fear around sun spiders comes from stories, not science. Viral images from conflict zones, tales of monstrous arachnids chasing soldiers, screaming as they run, and disemboweling camels. These are the modern fables that have defined the solifuge in the public eye. But the truth is far less monstrous and infinitely more fascinating. The giant, terrifying creature in those photos is a trick of forced perspective. Two individuals held close to the camera to create an illusion of impossible size. They don't scream. The sound is a defensive stridulation, a rasping warning made by rubbing their chelicerae together. And they certainly don't have venom, and they're not hunting you. When a sun spider runs towards a person, it's not an attack. It's a desperate, heat-driven dash for the largest patch of shade it can find, which happens to be your shadow. They are creatures of instinct, governed by the relentless sun and the promise of a cool refuge. In their world, we are not prey. We are simply moving mountains that offer temporary relief from the scorching heat. But while we've been busy creating monsters out of myths, a real, silent threat has been growing. It's a threat born not of malice, but of ignorance. We overlook what we don't measure. Across the globe, the arid lands that solifuges call home are shrinking. Deserts, once seen as barren wastelands, are now crisscrossed by roads, fractured by urban sprawl, and converted for large-scale agriculture. Each new development is a wall, a barrier that fragments their hunting grounds and isolates populations. The very ground beneath their feet is changing, becoming hostile territory. And as the sun sets, a new danger emerges. The pervasive glow of light pollution washes out the stars, disrupting the nocturnal cycles that have guided these hunters for millions of years. It blinds them, confuses their search for mates, and makes them vulnerable. Compounding these pressures is a profound lack of knowledge. Of the more than 1,000 known species of solifuge, the vast majority are classified as data deficient. For many solifuges, we don't even have names, let alone an understanding of their population sizes, their specific needs, or how rapidly they are disappearing. We are losing them before we've even had a chance to properly know them. They are phantoms in the scientific record, their fate unfolding in the shadows of our awareness. And what we risk losing is not just a single, strange creature, but a vital custodian of the desert ecosystem. These relentless predators are a crucial check on the populations of insects, scorpions, and other small invertebrates. They are the desert's cleanup crew, its regulators, its enforcers. Their presence is a sign of a healthy, balanced environment. In the dark, where heat lingers and shadows pool, the sun spider writes its story in tracks and cut marks. Each frantic trail in the sand is a chapter in the life of the desert, a testament to the nightly drama of predator and prey. The absence of these tracks is a silent, ominous warning that the ecosystem is beginning to unravel, that a key thread in the web of life has been severed. Their evolutionary path diverged from spiders and scorpions long ago, forging a unique blueprint for survival. They chose speed over ambush, brute force over chemical warfare. No silk, no venom, just exquisite design for a hard world. They are a masterclass in efficiency, a perfect marriage of form and function, built to thrive where most life withers. They are a reminder that the desert's beauty is often found in its most uncompromising creations. The desert doesn't give second chances, and in the blink of an eye, neither do these jaws. They are the embodiment of its harsh, beautiful, and fragile truth, a truth we are only just beginning to appreciate, and one we are in danger of losing forever.